Yeah.
The waiter would, or the waitress would be like, just give it another few minutes and just plunge it down
Yeah.
the tray.
I'm like, cool, for $4, I'm not paying 11.
Right.
But when you even think about like $4 for a cup of plain coffee, when it probably costs them like maybe
12 cents, yeah.
less than that, like 40 cents.
Yeah.
You're paying $4.
Let's ask YouTube what they think.
Oh, our YouTubers. Yeah, let's ask the YouTubers.
YouTube, how do you feel about breakfast prices? We're not happy with them. Hey, Joe.
This is CBS LA at 4.
Now at 4, multiple people hurt in a violent crash involving a city bus, a gravel truck, and 2 cars. What may have caused the crash and what stunned witnesses are saying.
It took away the one of the most important parts of my life, which was skateboarding.
And sounding the alarm on e-bikes, crash victims, and a local police department tackling the growing danger of electric bikes in a statewide symposium.
And President Trump arrives in Beijing ahead of a high-stakes meeting with the Chinese president. What's on the agenda and why the president brought top U.S. business leaders with him. Hello, everyone. I'm Juan Fernandez.
And I'm Amy Johnson. This is CBS LA at 4, and we begin with a violent crash in Santa Clarita. A look at the aftermath from the air and on the ground. A gravel truck, a transit bus, and 2 other cars were involved.
It left more than a half dozen people injured. One of them.
Hey, lady.
CBS LA's Jasmine Veal live at Golden Valley and Center Point with what authorities say may have caused the crash. Jasmine.
Jules.
So right now, the preliminary investigation points to the driver of this gravel truck, who authorities say somehow just lost control, hitting this 45,000-pound bus, and 2 other cars that you see are all still there in the middle of this road.
So you guys, I had a meeting with my general manager today, and we talked a lot about the YouTube chat that Mark and I do, and how I've got my same loyal friends that come in here every day.
Were injured, including one person who had to be pulled from the rear of the bus in critical condition.
It's a significant accident. And then to have a city bus, you know, when you think bus, you think you're safe, it's effective public transportation. I'm glad it wasn't worse. And as of right now, I'm not going to look yet on that path.
Authorities say it appears that this gravel truck was traveling about 50 to 70 miles per hour down Golden Valley and was unable to come to a stop and then tried to make the turn to Center Point Parkway, slamming into that bus.
Going down the grade, and then he had a full load of gravel in the back of his truck, and it was hard to negotiate to stop. The traffic signal turned yellow, and then rather than believe he couldn't come to a stop.
Former transit bus driver Gerald Richardson says the crash could have been far worse if the truck had hit the bus head on.
Thank God, just for all the passengers too, because imagine if it hit it where the driver's sitting, it'd be a different story. And that'd be a fatality right there. A truck that big, all that weight.
Authorities also say as of right now, the driver of that gravel truck, of the semi-truck, was not under the influence. Also, they mentioned that the bus here runs on compressed natural gas, so they've been checking on that and also working to contain any of the leaking oil and diesel. Live here in Santa Clarita, Jasmine Veal, CBS LA.
All right, Jasmine, thank you. Now to tackling the dangers of illegal motorized vehicles head on, local prosecutors created a new investigative unit.
And parents are not immune to criminal charges. CBS LA's Michelle Geely live in Huntington Beach, where e-bike safety was top of mind during the symposium. And Michelle, some parents spoke out.
That's right. Colby Aifa grew up here on the beach. He was part of surf royalty. His grandpa was a very, very well-known
years, the parents of 20-year-old Colby Aipa, killed while riding his e-bike in Huntington Beach, told a room full of educators, police officers, and sheriff's that something has to be done.
I'd love to see e-bikes be regarded the same as motorcycles and be licensed. I mean, my son's head was run over, so if he was wearing a bicycle helmet, it wouldn't have saved his life, but maybe, just maybe, if it was a motorcycle helmet, he would still be here today.
Last week, 13-year-old Benson Nguyen was killed in Garden Grove after police say he hit a median driving an e-motorcycle, which is illegal to ride on the street. A substitute teacher at El Toro High School died last month after officials...
That's what's kind of crazy is I know people want more restrictions on these, but they're already illegal. It's already required to have a motorcycle license. And
When I left here one night, I saw him sitting around on Ventura Boulevard.
yeah, I think awareness is going to be a big part of it because I don't think parents fully understand what they're buying when they're buying these things for their kid. Because I think you hear, oh, it's battery powered. It can't be, you know.
That if parents are not going to hold their children accountable, then we're going to have to hold these parents accountable.
Kim says the new e-bike, e-motorcycle unit has...
Well, lady, that's a good idea. So maybe remind me and at 4:30 when I do my 4:30 hit, because it's hard for me to promote this on TV depending on the story that I'm talking about. Like, for example, my first hit here at 4 is talking about Rihanna and the shooting and the woman that was in court today and all that. So it's hard for me to then be like, hey, come to YouTube. But at 4:30, I have a little bit of an easier story. So remind me and I'll pitch it to our viewers at 4:30.
And the mother of that Lake Forest boy made her appearance in court yesterday. She's facing a manslaughter charge. Now, coming up at 5, what Huntington Beach students are going to have to do if they want to ride their e-bikes to school this fall. Back to you.
Michelle, thank you. None of this, a drug counselor convicted in connection with actor Matthew Perry's overdose death, sentenced today to 2 years in federal prison. Prosecutors say Eric Fleming acted as the middleman, delivering dozens of ketamine vials to
Copy.
Perry in the weeks leading up to his death in 2023. Fleming spoke outside the courtroom moments after his sentencing.
How do you feel about the sentence? I'm okay. Thank you. What do you say to Matthew Perry's family, sir? I'm regretfully sorry.
Investigators say he worked with the so-called ketamine queen, Jasmine Senga, who was sentenced last month to 15 years in federal prison. Fleming is one of 5 people charged in the case. A 5th person is expected to be sentenced later this month. We have an update now to the case involving a woman accused of shooting at the home of singer Rihanna earlier this year. Today, a critical defense motion was denied.
Assignment editor Mike Rogers is at the desk. And Mike, this all has to do with that woman's mental competency?
Yeah, that's right, Amy and Juan. You know, the defense attorney had in court said that they were going to bring up the potential that their client was not competent to stand trial. And today, in a closed-door meeting with the judge ruled that this person is competent. We'll show you the picture here. This is the woman, obviously, that was taken into custody. This is a booking photo from when she was arrested, actually in Florida on a different charge. But these were the bullet holes inside of Rihanna's home. Her Airstream, where her and her boyfriend A$AP Rocky were inside of it with their kids. Now, the woman, the suspect in this case, had fled. She was arrested at Sherman Oaks Galleria, where investigators say she was wearing a disguise, had all kinds of ammunition and guns on her. They ultimately charged her with attempted murder, as well as several weapons-related charges. And today, a defense team found out that the judge was not going to let a mental competency defense stand if this case goes to trial. What would have happened if she was declared incompetent to stand trial is the case would have been transferred over to a mental health court where she would have gone through the process over there. But since the judge denied that transfer, this case stays with the regular courts after the mental competency hearing today. Now there'll be a pretrial hearing to determine if there is enough evidence for this case to go to trial. So that is coming up later in May, and of course we'll continue to cover this story. But again, today the defense attorney tried to get this case moved over to mental health court, and that did not happen after the judge denied it.
All right, Mike, thank you. Well, President Trump is in China for his high-stakes meeting with President Xi Jinping. It's the first time a U.S. president has visited the country since Trump went there in 2017 during his first term. CBS LA's Natalie Brand is at the White House with more on the topics the two leaders are expected to discuss.
Oh, Carlos, motorcycles, I mean, motorcycles, bikes, those are like really difficult to chase.
Before leaving Washington, the president said trade would be his top issue with a push for
U.S. business.
17 CEOs from top American companies, including Boeing, Apple, and Nvidia, are in China with the president, signaling a focus on deals. But with other huge issues looming from Taiwan to Iran, experts say don't expect big breakthroughs.
People have called this the stalemate summit, and I think that's probably the best you want to have. You actually sort of want an extension of the status quo.
Ahead of Thursday's summit, Beijing called Taiwan the core of China's interests and has emphasized its opposition to U.S. arms sales to the self-governing democracy. Lawmakers have questioned why a multi-billion-dollar arms package for Taiwan remains on hold after it was greenlit last December.
Absolutely deeply concerned about possibly Trump, in effect, selling out Taiwan, which he gives every indication that he might consider doing.
I think that the president will continue to advocate for the policy that we have, which is supportive of Taiwan.
The ongoing U.S. conflict with Iran also hangs over the summit. China is Iran's largest purchaser of oil. Natalie Brand, CBS News, the White House.
Kevin Warsh, President Trump's nominee to lead the Federal Reserve, has been confirmed by the Senate. Warsh replaces current chair Jerome Powell, whose term ends on Friday. Warsh has been highly critical of the Fed's recent track record, particularly the inflation spike in 2021 and 2022. That's the worst in 4 decades. He has called for limiting the Fed's communications, which would be a sharp shift after decades of growing transparency. Warsh was previously a member of the Board of Governors of the Federal Reserve System from 2006 through 2011.
Well, coming up, tackling a crisis on our streets.
Homelessness and housing taking center stage in the race for LA mayor. The candidates respond to hardly any questions.
Plus, cruising into quarantine. More than a dozen Americans coping with their new reality back on land. They continue to be watched after an outbreak at sea.
And tackling plastic problems and water woes head on. The team of unsung heroes making a big splash for our environment.
Okay, guys, I just built the graphic. Well, you can see it, huh? I'm gonna take out www. So now all I have to do is remember.
Me too. And then I do, and
Neat how, right?
See? Can you see that? You guys can see that, huh?
and then I don't mix it, I just kind of swirl
Yeah.
it.
Oh no, it's not.
Really?
So bad.
And it's Celine wants to what?
Like cherry juice.
Cherry?
Yeah, right there.
Some people do it with cranberry. If you look on, if you put like fiber jelly or something.
Be careful doing that, Carlos.
Jelly.
Oh, you're going over there.
Yeah.
Bye.
There she goes.
Remind me, Juan. I'll have you if you want to try it.
Okay.
Taste it. I have some here.
What do you have?
Alex to try. Like dishing it out.
How's YouTube, Mike? I know you're busy.
Yeah, we were talking about it. So I was telling YouTube that today in my meeting with Tim, we were talking about YouTube and the little group that we get every day, and it's always my same friends that are here. So lady who's in here was saying, "Oh, we should get more people involved." So at 4:30, because Mike is okay with me like promoting YouTube on the air, but just like story specific, like it's not appropriate to do it after Rihanna and court. But my 4:30 hit's a little bit easier, so I'm gonna promote it after the 4:30 hit, so we can get some more people in here.
There's no cover charge, folks.
There's not. It's free. Carlos, I did not hear about that. What do you have on that? Can you send us a text on that? I have to check and see if anybody else knew about it today. So specific.
Taiwan, a dozen Americans are getting used to a new way of living, and that's quarantine. That includes Jake Rosmara, who's under observation at the University of Nebraska Medical Center. He was one of the passengers on that cruise ship hit by the deadly Hanta virus.
as they're staying with us, one thing I can assure you is that they're going to be getting the closest monitoring and the best care to make them comfortable.
Here's the issue. There is no cure or vaccine for the virus, but health officials say early detection and treatment helps with survival chances. Billionaire Stephen Bluebeck is out on bond tonight after being arrested on felony charges in West Hollywood. He's scheduled to be arraigned on August 7th. Bluebeck, who dropped out of the California governor's race, is accused of trying to dissuade several people from testifying in his fiance's trial. She's accused of stealing from people she met on dating apps. Prosecutors say Bluebeck faces multiple felony witness intimidation charges and a misdemeanor count involving alleged harassing phone calls.
I believe in acting. It requires a holistic response.
From clearing encampments to building affordable housing, Los Angeles mayoral candidates laying out competing visions for how to address the city's homeless crisis and city spending.
I've never been to the pantry, Mike, ever.
Neither have I. I'd like to go.
We should go like on a weekend.
Wilson.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
Like just, go there on a random.
we should.
But they're more of a breakfast.
Yeah, and I love breakfast.
I love breakfast.
It's really the only meal I'll eat consistently every day. I always make breakfast.
Motel rooms for people who are unhoused.
Well, when my sister comes to visit, what I love is she gets a little up earlier than me because she's on the East Coast time.
Oh yeah.
And I get so
You're like,
she's got stuff going.
Makes you feel like when you were a kid.
And then the boys like these Trader Joe's chocolate croissants that you move overnight.
Oh yeah.
So I wake up to like chocolate croissants and coffee.
The cinnamon rolls from Trader Joe's are good too. The cinnamon rolls from Trader Joe's? Yeah. I love a good chilaquiles. Chilaquiles.
Chilaquiles are so good.
I love chilaquiles.
Recently had green chili chilaquiles.
Oh.
Tri-tip.
Oh my gosh.
It was at that place.
At Griddle?
No, the one that we went to that was across the street from Connie and Ted's.
Oh, yeah. That new. What is the name of that place? It's new. There's a new coffee shop that opened further down at Fairfax and Santa Monica.
But what happened was we were meeting friends there. One of our friends has a bad foot.
Yeah.
So we stood. It's one of those like you order first and you sit down.
Yeah.
So the girl says to us, order something to hold the table. If not, I can't let you just sit at the table. So we're like, okay, we're good. Because
This is at.
at that place. Because there was a line of people waiting.
Oh.
Community members also sharing their
Let's
own
get the chilaquiles
experiences.
and like mimosa or something.
Yeah. I need to try that place.
Mission says key
No time for breakfast, Wilson.
adding red tape is
Wilson says no time for breakfast.
priority to the unhoused facing eviction.
In the interim, what happens is they lose hope, they relapse. In a perfect world, I'd love to see the process.
Like it's called First of All.
That's right. I was really bummed when Marco's closed.
One by one to shred that red tape. What he needs a system that's
Weekend and breakfast.
That's a good script, lady. I'll work that in. My biggest problem is like, and this is why I sometimes don't do the text to desk solicit at the end, is because I get so focused on the story that I'm telling that I forget to do the solicit at the end. I got to tell Vinny in the break that he's got to code my stuff.
There's more to do, that's for sure.
In downtown LA, Luz Delia Caballero, CBS LA.
And to the governor's race now, you can see the candidates face off in their final debate before the California primary. That's live tomorrow on KCAL Channel 9 starting at 5 p.m. Our own political reporter Tom Waite is one of the moderators of the debate hosted by CBS California and the San Francisco Examiner.
All right, to the forecast now. Another big race starts in the morning, giving way to some sunnier afternoons.
Yes, meteorologist Evelyn Davis tracking what we can expect as we inch closer to the weekend. And Ev, it's some nice afternoon out there now.
Really nice.
Hey, Vinny. My 4:30 hit needs some codes. We'll see. It's his first name. I think it's hard too, lady, because there's no. I have no script. I'm just ad-libbing everything. So I just get like so like in my head of like how do I want to structure everything and do all that I forget things. Thanks, Carlos. Let me look right now. Hey, Evan, here at the desk, we're getting new crime numbers from the California governor's office. Why he says crime is down and FBI data backs it up. That's ahead.
Plus, as the idea of living beyond Earth moves closer to reality, there's a new mission pushing the boundaries of space exploration.
And I'm Jamie Maggio, live at Crypto.com Arena, where Kelsey Plum and the LA Sparks are getting ready to battle with Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever. We're going to have a preview of the marquee matchup coming up in sports.
Remember how I told you I took my mom to Connie and Ted's?
Yeah.
They just announced they're closing.
Oh,
And remember I told you I thought they were closed?
Yeah, and then I thought they were closed actually once too, but they just posted on their Instagram July 1st.
that they're done.
Done.
And did your mom enjoy the food?
Loved it.
You guys
Yeah.
had a really good time.
Yeah.
Well, look at the picture of the chilaquiles I sent you.
Oh.
Wow,
And
I
I
wonder
sent
why
you
they're closing. Are they struggling?
Oh, that looks really good.
with an egg on top.
See, and
red onion.
I like my chilaquiles scrambled eggs.
You want them scrambled.
Yeah. There's just so many. There's a lot of business turnover in West Hollywood right now. Like rents are really expensive. Okay, thanks, Vinny.
Well, and the food here wasn't too expensive. The food there I thought was,
Reasonably priced. Yeah.
like, I'm okay, $11, $12, $13, $14 for like a dish, you know?
Yeah. I also don't know if Connie and Ted's like. I imagine it has to be expensive to get all of that seafood from. I mean, it's like the oysters are from Canada and Washington, and they out.
Fuel.
Yeah.
And we're so far from the ocean.
Yeah. Vinny, YouTube and I are betting on whether or not I'm going to remember the snipe at the end of this.
I just hate to hear it.
Yeah, you are.
That comes in, the chance of its survival is lower.
Well, and then the thing is too,
No.
you know, and usually when you do this, it's one of those that are on the back burner. That, God, I gotta get to that restaurant. And then you get there,
I love them too, Vinny. Yes.
I've been wanting to go to that location like 3 restaurants back. Yeah, every restaurant comes in like, I need to go there.
I can't remember the actual percentage, but it's really high. If you go into a spot that had a restaurant that closed, your restaurant is like, let's just say, 10% higher to close, and the one after that is more like 20%. Like there's a number, but I can't. You know me and my number.
Yeah,
I can't remember the
I know
number,
what you mean, yeah.
I learned it in real estate
Well,
class.
the thing is, everything matters. Your parking, the location, what side of the street you're on,
Yes.
what other businesses are there.
Hey, I got Sheriff Ship Durfee and Peck following a vehicle for El Monte PD.
Gavin Newsom's office says crime across the state is down, and he says the state's aggressive response to retail crime is part of the reason.
Yeah, CBS LA assignment editor Mike Rogers is at the desk with new data from the FBI.
Yeah, you know what, and Amy, the governor's office has been surging CHP officers in partnership with local law enforcement agencies since 2019. The governor's office says today, new FBI data proves that that has been very effective. Show you some of the pictures here that the governor's office released to us today, along with some of the information. Now, you'll remember the governor's office has put a lot of money and a lot of CHP officers into certain cities to really focus on these retail thefts. There have been task force and other kinds of things that have gone on for a long time, and they say it's making a difference. And since 2019, they say there have been 4,500 investigations that resulted in the arrests of 5,100 suspects. 1.6, it should be 1.6 million, sorry about that. 1.6 million items have been recovered that were stolen, totaling about $74.6 million worth of stolen materials. And that's not alone. He says thanks to the drop in retail crime, it has caused other crimes to go down as well. We'll show you those numbers here because the governor's office says violent crime is down almost 10%, property crime down just over 14%, and murders across the state just down about 16.5%. And again, this is all year over year from 2024. So the governor's office says they're going to stick with it. This is data from the FBI. The FBI gets this data after getting reports from local law enforcement. So it's all curated from local law enforcement up to the federal level, and that is where they're getting it. Hey, Juan and Amy, I want to let our viewers know we are live on YouTube right now and live every day. It's this camera right behind me here. You can come join in on our conversation, ask questions, just kind of watch and see how the desk works. It's every day from 4 to 5 on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/CBSLA.
It's fun to hear from our YouTube viewers.
Absolutely.
Okay, thanks. Coming up, car burglaries, vandalism, and a lost sense of security.
Yeah, the rash of crime that has a local community feeling.
Hey guys, did you hear me?
Neighbors constantly looking over their shoulders.
Plus, the struggle is real.
I think El Monte PD's in pursuit.
So easy to want to be in someone else's shoes. And the fact is, I think, everyone has their struggle.
The local program.
Yeah, I'm going to launch him.
Like-minded children as they navigate through their mental health journey. Plus this.
Hundreds of motorcyclists cruising through SoCal for a monumental cross-country run. Why every mile matters for veterans who ever needed home.
It's probably on the orange. I can't hear the orange out here if someone wants to pull it up on a Bearcat. South 605 at the 60.
I love my Tesla. I've had it for 5 years.
What do you have, Marco?
Oh, we launch with 6.
Well, right now.
Really? I know that they have 0% APR, but I'm telling you,
Hey, we got to chase South 605 through the 60. Right. All right, Desmond copies. He's on his way.
The Model 3, $299 a month. Wow. With tax, it's $324.
now there's so
Copy. Yeah, I hear it on the gold too. Sounds stolen. South 605 through the 60.
shopping centers, sometimes by Target, by Whole Foods.
Marco,
Tesla's supercharging.
we're going to a chase. It's going to be stolen. Sounds like it's El Monte PD that started it. Southbound 605. And they are requesting CHP to take over.
Well, I thought I'd give the check a shot. Especially since we have chargers here all nights.
Yeah,
So,
I've been so happy.
well, why not? And I looked online. It's funny, I had today.
The PD ship is still South 605 exiting at Workman Mill. Yeah, go ahead.
40 dealers bid on your car
Yes, Marco, go.
to buy your car. So I did Carvana and I did CarMax, and they were willing to give me $13,000.
Who? I can't. Marco, you talking to me? Yeah. Stolen. Yeah. You guys, it's stolen, right? That's what I heard.
From 2018, but I got it in 2019.
Copy.
This is CBS LA at 4. Now at 4, people in one Rialto community hoping to put a stop to a recent crime spree in their neighborhood.
Yeah, CBS LA's Zach Boetta spoke with residents
Yeah.
who say
There actually may be 2 pursuits.
This video showing a group of people wearing masks, checking cars
Yeah, stolen.
was the breaking point for people living in this Rialto neighborhood.
We moved here to make this neighborhood, and then people are just coming in groups now.
This is just one of the many sketchy activities that neighbors say are happening almost every night.
We need to live here peacefully, but someone breaks in and it's scary.
Other videos from neighbors showed porch pirates stealing packages and thieves taking things from truck beds. In one instance, people who live here say their mailboxes were broken.
Copy. The one on the yellow is over.
it's over.
No, there was 2. One is still going.
What's stopping them from, busting out my mailbox or walking over to my house and just breaking in?
20.
Police say their officers
Yeah, I mean, he's not in there yet.
300 visits
Yeah.
to the neighborhood in the past year, but no arrests have been made since this recent spike in crime. We are being
Is insurance better? Is all the technology
issues
But I got it. Right,
hoping that our high visibility control will prevent some of the
But it might
issues
be
that are
more.
neighbors say they are in talks with their
Our Jamie Maggio joining us now live from
Hi, Trevor. We're South 605 approaching the 5.
Showdown. Hi, Jamie.
Hey, Juan. Hey, Amy. Yeah, tonight here at Crypto.com Arena, it is going to be rocking. We've got a real big game tonight with Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever visiting the Sparks. The Sparks are coming off a pretty disappointing
Eric.
opening
No más light.
The spark shot just 37% to
It
the floor.
started blinking again.
Shot thermometer? 62%.
Yeah, I mean, when we went to Jim DiMaggio, it went to black and then it came back. See there, there. See that? Look, now stay there, watch. It'll come back.
Certainly got everybody's attention. It was kind of like water in the face, which is good.
See?
You know, we got 43 more games, so it's early, but it got our attention. That's where we got a lot of bets. That are winners and are here to win.
So not Stoll? Or both?
That Monday off, in terms of our feet, recover yesterday off.
Weird. Okay, copy.
So I think everyone's just ready to move on to that opener.
Arturo's sabotaging. Hey, it's Mike at CBS LA. How are you? Good. Hey, this chase on the goal. Do you have, is it a 10851 or a felony vehicle?
Clark Ford had 20 points to go with 7 assists and 5 rebounds in their season opening loss.
Okay, because Almani's telling us it's a felony vehicle, not a 10851, but you use evidence of 10851.
Tough trio of stars to deal with. So they've got a
Okay, Almani's sticking with it.
roster with Caitlin Clark, Kelsey Mitchell, Aaliyah Boston. Those three are elite at
Oh, did the gold sergeant say no, or what was the reason?
hardest to guard when she's getting downhill.
Okay.
And then she's got a great pull-up jumper.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you.
AB, I think, has had an
Bye bye.
incredible offseason.
So yeah, CHP still has a 10851. What's interesting too is he said that they were not getting involved. So I don't know if Almani's still behind it or what the status is.
Shoot across half court, she's in scoring zone. So we got our hands full with those three. They have like three high-level scorers in AB, TP, and Kelsey. So they're very dynamic and
Okay, well maybe it'll pop into the white or something.
fast-paced. And they've had some experience under their belt now. So excited to match up against them. And we'll see how this matchup goes.
Oh yeah, I forgot I told everybody to come watch us. Hi guys, how are you? So what we're doing right now is we are monitoring a pursuit that's happening. Almani PD was in pursuit of there's varying differences. CHP told us it was stolen. Almani PD says it's just a felony want out of LAPD. So we're trying to figure that out. So let's see. There is still a sheriff's airship that's overhead southbound 605 at the, what is that, the 91? At the 105. But CHP does not want to get involved. And we will see. But we are going, and yes, Carlos, if we get over this and if we take it to air, I will keep the stream open, or I'll ask them to keep the stream open.
Pickleball Park Frenzy, a new expansion serving up some fun for a local community. Why this court separates itself from the rest. Well, the guy's there with his wife, and the best thing that's ever happened in this community, pickleball. It's kind of funny.
I'm going to main right? Okay. Okay.
Let's see. Yeah, Southern Dog. I mean, this is a different feed. This is not what you see on TV. This is just kind of us working here at the desk and hanging out and talking. You're welcome to stay. Certainly don't have to. Copy. Chopper on the white now. Westbound 105 from the 605. Westbound 105 from the 605. Almani PD is backed out of it. The gold did not want to get involved. We'll see if the white does. Well, we're getting conflicting. So CHP is telling us it's 10851, which is stolen. Almani PD, who actually started it, said ALPR got a warrant hit on it.
You see a Mercedes. Yeah, we have a Mercedes. It was really my mom's Mercedes. So he,
Yes, Marco.
he rode in mine so much, and
Yeah, I mean, no, let's not call it that because CHP is not actually taking it.
he gets in and at his.
Yeah, police pursuit.
You got a pursuit, Mike, still?
Still, yeah, it's westbound 105. Hang on. Copy. Red Dodge Charger now driving on the shoulder, westbound 105. So the problem is that Almani PD was chasing it. Almani PD said they got a ALPR hit out of it that had a warrant. CHP is telling us though it's stolen. CHP didn't want to get involved. El Monte PD backed out.
RAPL, what was that?
ALPR, automatic license plate reader.
Oh, automatic license plate reader.
Yeah, I don't know what that's about, or maybe the warrant is because it's stolen. I don't know. Well, yeah, I mean, I'm kind of inclined to go with what Almani said because CHP is not actually chasing it. You know what I mean? Yeah. Hey, Des, I think since CHP has never actually gotten involved in this, we're going to go with Almani's information, which is just a wanted vehicle. They ran it and had a warrant. Um, I mean, I don't know. Maybe the warrant is for stolen vehicle. I don't know, but
The driver got a ticket and a lecture from the CHP after trying to drive in the HOV lane in Northern California. This happened in Hayward. The CHP says the driver used a passenger dummy sitting there to have their fast
Red
driver
Dodge
set to
Charger
someone's
SRT.
car. Officers say the total evasion citation probably
Male driver, female passenger.
Well, the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services cracking down on what it calls widespread fraud in hospice and home health care. Today, CMS announced a 6-month freeze on new enrollment of those Medicare providers, along with some medical equipment companies. The agency says the move is meant to stop bad actors from exploiting vulnerable patients and stealing taxpayer money. It has already suspended tens of millions of dollars in payments and revoked hundreds of providers suspected of fraud.
Did they say negative on engaging on the white too?
The federal government is deferring $1.3 billion in Medicaid reimbursements from the state of California. And the simple reason is because the state of California has not taken fraud very seriously.
But industry groups warn the moratorium could limit access to legitimate providers of care, especially in rural and underserved communities.
It's now easier than ever to live the good life you see in TikTok videos. The company announced a new booking functionality called TikTok Go. The way it works is if you see a hotel, an attraction, or tour you like in a video, you can reserve it yourself right from the app. TikTok
Okay, copy. It looks like Sheriff's pulling off.
Expedia, and Viator to make it work. The creators who feature these hotels and experiences.
All right, guys, that's going to be it on that one. Southbound 710. 2 CHP officers said they will not chase it, so it is being let go.
It will consist of 90,000 square feet, retail and dining space.
All right, Chopper. Sergeant on the white also does not want it. Arrow has pulled off. We will probably discontinue, but give me just a second here.
Developers say the space will be larger than Central Park.
What do you guys think? What do you guys think?
Well, still ahead here for conquering self-esteem
Yeah.
issues.
Haley's Delia, hang on one second.
Kids and outlets to step out of their comfort zone and try.
All right, copy. Chopper, we can discontinue. You can RTB. Hi, how are you? Good. Hang on. Sorry, Desmond's talking to me. Copy that. Look at this, Long Beach. Okay, so I got a hold of Beverly Hills. And he has seen, I don't know why I didn't respond to you, but he has seen your email and he's working on it with the city attorney. He apologized for it taking so long. He had, right before he talked to me, he had he was about to go into an administrative meeting where he was going to bring it up again. So he's working on it for us and he will hopefully get back to you soon. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, no, well, and it's weird because I found they have like numbers that go to only to the media relations, but I was able to get his like more direct number, and he called me back pretty quick, and he apologized. He's like, we just got busy and forgot about it, but he'll work on it for us. Okay, that sounds good. Yeah, for a second there, I was like, did he say something? No, I don't think I've been to Beverly Hills. Yeah. Right, for sure. Or just say, hey, I'm working on it or something, you know? Yeah. No, and he's one of those guys that like is like kind of like he is the PIO, but that's not like his primary role is like other things in the department. So he like handles us, but you know, has other stuff to do. But he promised he would bring it back up and try it for us. Okay, no, I appreciate you looking into that for me. Yeah, of course. Hopefully he gets back to you soon. Okay, no worries. Take care, Lizaya. Bye. Sorry, guys. I mean, nobody wanted to chase it.
Well, can't you do it?
Chase the car?
With the chopper?
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
Yeah.
You want to stop this person?
Hi, Pat.
What's
Well, there was a chase, and then
Oh,
there were two chases, and now there's zero chases.
and now there's zero. Oh, nada.
Nada, and YouTube's very upset about it.
Oh,
Hey.
I hear you, YouTubers.
I do now, yes. Oh wait, I think she told me actually. That I stole from the 4. Yes, please. Bye. What else is Klubeck? Is he a business person?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
What else did he do? I just read about him today. All these idiots. Used to be.
Along local leaders who are taking action against environmental waste in local waterways.
No moss
LA
chases.
County Supervisor Janet Todd
There's
announced
2
a
and they're
new
over.
partnership with the
And
nonprofit
now YouTube's. Oh, Pat YouTube says hi.
Ocean Cleanup.
Hi, you
It
do.
added
Hi, you said hi to YouTubers. I love YouTubers.
We've got some new viewers because I did a solicit at 4, at 4:30, and so some people joined in and were watching.
Good, yeah. Well, you know, maybe like there'll be that, you know, sometimes we'll have these like, you know, issues, and then boom, big one happens. So I'm gonna go for that. Take us to midnight.
Take us to midnight. Not that long. Remember that 6-hour semi-truck chase we had that one time?
Yes.
That one was crazy.
Ocean Cleanup
I also remember that that man was driving so slow. The older guy, remember?
Remember the one we were on really late? It was like 1 in the morning, and he kept throwing fake grenades. That one was funny. I was like, oh.
I remember that. Well, that's rich.
Yeah, that's different.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah. Hi, Maddie. No more. No mas. No more pursuit. Oh, wait, what did you say? No. I didn't hear what you said, and then you didn't hear what I said, and then I thought I heard what you said, and then I was like, no, I don't think that's what he said, and then here we are.
Friends or struggling with friends is something we see in almost all of the kids that we work with. We often see if kids have ADHD type symptoms or autism type symptoms. Sometimes they have been able to kind of get through okay with those.
As they enter 3rd or 4th grade,
Academics get harder, social stuff gets harder.
for kids who are neurodivergent,
Especially if it's not done easy. They'll look at the kids around them in school and be like, how come it's so easy for them to get their work done? How come she has all these friends? Something drives me
affirmations are used to build self-esteem, like, there is no one better to me than myself.
It's so easy to want to and the fact is, I think, you know, everyone has their struggle.
Another, my confidence grows when I step out of my comfort zone.
That means we've made some progress.
And though it may seem obvious, I deserve to be loved.
Some of these kids come in with such low self-esteem because of the constant messaging they've gotten, and so they really do need to know, you know, you deserve to be loved.
Throughout their journey, kids learn what they have and how to explain it. They also gain the vocabulary to ask for help.
Once kids start to understand like how their mind and their body and their actions are all connected, it really is helpful in keeping, maintaining friendships, creating new friendships and things like that.
We have mental health resources at cbsla.com/mental health, and you can also find information about Saturday's Nami Walk, Mental Health Festival. CBSLA Cares is teaming up with the National Alliance on Mental Illness to bring you a day filled with fun, community, and resources.
Well, the Broad Museum are reaching a pivotal milestone completing the building steel framework. Organizers say this is just the beginning.
The expanded Road Museum, when we open in 2028. Visitors won't simply find more of what we already offer, but they'll find entirely new chapters of visitor experience and fresh content. I'll be right here.
Well, the expansion will increase gallery space by 70%. It also includes an open-air sculpture gallery and a
We love when Pat Harvey sits at the desk. Remember we used to do a couple of hits here like this? I miss that.
open to the public.
I do too. I don't know why they don't do it anymore.
Some owls in the city of Ventura are getting some
I know.
extra protection. A small area at Cemetery Memorial
Point
Park
to something
has been
and show me
temporarily
Yeah.
fenced off.
Especially this camera back here.
Family of owls
That's where YouTube is.
outlets
Oh,
where
back over
while
on this
they
camera,
often
yeah.
spend time on the ground after falling from their nests. This fencing will help avoid disturbances.
It's Wednesday.
Owls leave the
Who is
nest
this?
So Stephen Klubeck.
Yeah.
So he's accused. So this woman is Mia Ventura. She was arrested and accused by the DA's office and the sheriff's department of residential burglaries. She would meet men online and then go to their houses and steal their stuff, according to the DA. And Stephen Klubeck, is dating her. And he is now accused of witness tampering, essentially, by going to the victims in this case and dissuading them from testifying, according to the DA's office. So that's why he got arrested. Yeah.
She looks young.
She is, yeah. And then Joy did a story about her, and a podcast host who has spoken to two people that were allegedly victimized by her, and they said that she had threatened if they didn't give her. Joy reported that the men told this guy, the podcaster, that she threatened the men with basically claiming she was sexually assaulted by them if they went to the cops after. Yeah.
Bad girl.
It's a whole thing.
Okay. And a worse guy.
Yeah, right.
Worse guy.
Lady, that is a crazy story.
All right, thanks so much, Ev, my friend. And at the top of the hour on CBS LA at 5, we have this. His fiancée is accused of luring older men on dating apps to steal from them. And now billionaire Stephen Klubeck is facing felony charges. Mike Rogers on the desk, digging through the new allegations. Plus, who's on top of the governor's race? Well, we have the results of a poll that was just released. And there are some surprises. Those stories, a lot more new at the top of the hour on CBS LA at 5. Now let's send it back.
For sure.
All right, Pat, thanks so much. Still ahead, a glimpse of the next frontier.
Well, what happens when you send
Okay, YouTube.
into space?
That's it.
To help researchers understand the cosmos.
Thanks for joining us, everybody. Oh, Wilson, yeah, the fake grenades one was great. I gotta go back and find that one. That was like several years ago. It was before I was on TV.
Is it like a hard out at 5 o'clock?